Welcome to self-discoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Sarah's View of Life right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I am your host, Sarah Troy. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm almost ready for Christmas. Just a couple more things to do. One more present to buy, things to wrap, but wrapping up the end of the year as well and getting ready for the new year. And I am redesigning my logo. The logo I have is actually a tree I picked up from Google, but now, of course, with AI, I can design my own. So I've been busy doing that, and I might share those logos and ask you what you think, because I'm now going to be on Roku TV when it comes to comes about in January, and so that logo is going to be big. So yes, it's a little intimidating when you suddenly realize you're going to be somebody's big screen. I'm used to being on a small computer. Other people generally watch it on their phone, but now on Roku TV, it could be big TV, and that means it is very unforgiving. But you know what? We can't worry about that, can we? Because ultimately, it's about the content that we put out. Yes, it's wonderful of all the bells and whistles and the lighting and the action is there. But even though we are podcasts going up on TV, we're still podcasts. And unless we're in a studio, we're going to be limited by what we can put out there. So I think, what we have to look at in life is that, yes, we need to sometimes follow the advancements and where things are going and willing to grow with kind of the trends, but at the same time, keeping it real. How do we keep it real? Well, it's worrying about, or not worrying at all, but focusing on what really is your why. What is the mission? What is the reason behind what you do? And when you know what that is, and you can present it in a way that it doesn't matter if things are falling down or whatever behind you, people are still going to be intrigued, then that is what I think is where it's at. So I have done shows in the last few weeks about what I'm preparing to do for the new year, just a quick rundown. The Forgotten Children series book will be coming out in February. There will be 9 days on the 7th of, no, 17th of January, or somewhere in that week, a summit will be going out with all of the authors, will be Meet the Authors. And then in March, after people have had a chance to purchase the book and read the chapters, there will be a Meet the Authors or Ask the Author Question series, which will be a paid program. And that's to do with that Forgotten Children series book, my own book. May get it out before Christmas. We'll see. I'm kind of running a bit behind on that. But also, I'm going to change my studio around and so much to do, right? But it's again, pace yourself and what is important and about the content that we put out there. I have done so many shows on Christmas that I'm busy sharing, and every day I share a show that I've done in the past because it's still relevant to now and what we need to do now. There's no point in repeating it, just highlight it. So I've done shows on purchasing gifts, what kind of gifts to get, and not getting caught up in the gift buying, putting yourself into debt. I've talked about grief, and people had loss at this time of year, and how it's hard when you've lost somebody to be cheerful and us to be respectful of that, but also try and bring them out of themselves a wee bit and kind of celebrate the life that has been. But also on alcoholism, when you're around the alcohol, it isn't for everyone to push you, tiptoe around you, but for you to feel comfortable enough where you are that you can be around it, or if you're feeling those trigger things, to say, I'm sorry, I have to go. And for the host or hostess to know that it is okay that they do. And also, if you do have a drinker at a party, make sure you call a cab or someone gets them home. No drinking and driving, okay? That's thing of the past, and now it's texting and driving. So no texting and driving either, okay? So it is all those little things that we have to tick the box off, the food, etc. We're going to my daughter's. Everybody's arriving on Christmas Day. I'm going to be there Christmas Eve because I want to wake up with the grandchildren in the morning to open up the presents from myself and their parents. And then the rest of the family is arriving in the afternoon, and we're going to do Appies on Christmas Day and do the full feast on Boxing Day. And we'll be playing games, we'll be opening presents, we'll be having fun. And it's just a wonderful time to get together. And whatever your religious domination is, and whatever you celebrate at this time of year as far as religion is concerned, that is fine. But remember, it's also about togetherness, and it's also about sharing. There are plenty of people, especially this year, with so many goddamn wars out there. When are we going to realize it's our own personal pain and injury that we're now inflicting on each other, creating more pain and injury that has to be undone? At some point, we've got to realize if we want a solution to the pain and the anguish in the world, that we've got to be a solution to ourselves first, so that we can bring about that awareness and take a different path to the ones we've been taking. But that means that there's so many more people out there with lack. We have the economy stretching everybody thin. Many people and just not being able to afford Christmas, or never mind presents. Let's not forget them. We're seeing beautiful toy drives and hampers and things going out. If you know somebody you know that's struggling in that day, you can put a secret basket in front of their door. It doesn't matter if they don't have to know it's from, or just from the community, and things that you can put in there so that you know that they have a good Christmas. I don't like the word charity. It makes people feel that they're less than. It's just givingness and support. It's just being there for one another as a community. Leave no one behind. Don't forget to include people in your festivities, or drop them a gift or a card to let them know that you see them and you hear them. So I'm busy designing these new logos, going to try them out, see what they do, but I've got to get them up quickly so that people who are developing the Roku TV and station for me, that everything is up to date there. And on the shows that I'm doing now for January, which I'm busy recording now, that everything is up to date there. Am I going to have much time to break in the Christmas period? A few days with the family, and then rearranging the office, and then catching up with everything I need to do for the Forgotten Children series. So, no, not much break, but I will try and endeavor to do some. This Saturday, I'm going to a Christmas concert with my wonderful 90-year-old Audrey, and then I'm going to go look after my daughter's cats for a few days, and that gives me a few days of just pure concentration to kind of do a few things. So, yes, there's always a lot of demands on us, isn't there? There's a lot of things that we have to do. But at the same time, if we don't find the joy and the fun in doing it, we're not going to do it with joy and fun. We're going to do it with resentment. So compartmentalize. What do I need to focus on right now? That's done. Good. Put it aside. Next. All right. Can I do one or two, three things at a time because they're all in that same category? Great. Tick the box. Can't do that today. Put it off for tomorrow. Got to get this done. It's a priority. It's all about that management. I know I've always had a challenge with it, which means I have to be more conscious about it. So where are you at? Please listen to the Christmas shows. Please listen to the people that I put out here for you through the period while you're busy baking, having some downtime. There's some wonderful podcasts here. A really, truly, honestly, beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous, intuitive, illuminating people here that are here to share their wisdom with you and just to fortify you for greeting that 2024. I'll only be on air for another week or so, and then I'm taking 2 weeks off, as I said, to catch up on everything else. But you still have over 3,000 shows to choose from. And as I said, more Christmas shows being shared out to you every day from the past, but still very, very relevant. So I know how demanding life can be. And I know we have to pace ourselves. And I know we have to have the time management. At some point, though, we've got to kick our feet up, get a glass of wine or whatever, put on a Christmas movie and enjoy, whether it's Christmas movie or whatever you're doing. Of course, we're behind on the movies and the TV shows right now due to the strikes, and we're not going to have some of those wonderful Christmas Day openings of something spectacular. But there's still some good movies out there. And if we don't go to the movie theater, there is the theater. But there's also inviting people over just to watch a fun movie, right? A fun movie that we could do together, everybody in their PJs and slippers, getting a glass of wine or something in hand, lots of goodies, and just have fun. That's what it's about, all right? Togetherness, fun. Don't leave anyone behind. Don't overstress yourself. Don't overspend. And make sure that you give yourself time to enjoy, because that's what it's about. So, back to logo making, and let's see if I can get it right. I'm using AI in order to do it, to generate a logo that is just for selfdiscoverywisdom.com, and then taking it from there. And I think I've got it. I think I've got it. But sometimes you have to step back and take a look at it later and see how you feel about it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think it's time for some little Christmas candy or something just to fortify me along the way. And back to work I go. But ho, ho, ho. The 19th, we're off the air, or the 18th, and we're going to be off for 2 weeks while I busy do everything else. And then 2nd of January, all the new shows will be coming your way for the year. And they're around the theme of embracing the new year and everything that we can do for ourselves in order for 2024 to be an awesome year. So, folks, let's get those things, T's, crossed I's, dotted, and time for enjoyment. Okay? Catch you next week, folks. Bye for now. Hello, everyone. Sarah Troy, selfdiscoverywisdom.com. How are you doing? Have you done all your shopping? Have you done all your wrapping? How's the baking going? Have you got the Christmas parties planned? Are you finishing off the end of year? Take a breath. I know what it's like. Pile, 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 pile on top of each other. Pace yourself. Whatever can't get done today can get done tomorrow, or delegate, hand it off to someone else to do. Make sure that you do enjoy this season as well. While you're preparing for the day, enjoy the month as well. I've designed a new logo because as of January, I will be up on Roku TV as well. And got to have a new logo for it. So I'm busy designing that. I will be sharing 2 or 3 of the logos and ask your opinion on them. And I've got to do it soon. And so I've got a whole pile of stuff on my plate, and I'm busy trying to tick off all the boxes and get it done. And at the same time, have some fun. A Christmas show I'm going to this weekend, and just trying to make sure that in between all the things I'm getting done, I'm also having fun. So please make sure you do have fun at this time while you're closing off the year, while you're frenzying buying those presents, while you're making sure all the baked goods are done and everything's ready for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it else is that you're celebrating. Togetherness is where it's at. Put your feet up, have a glass of wine, and enjoy some time, okay? Those Christmas chocolates are looking really, really good. I'll catch you all later, folks, but remember, ho, 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 time to have some fun while you're busy closing off the year. Cheers. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tab at the top there and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration, it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.